Have you ever wondered why when your child comes home from school, they don't want to talk about school? And when you ask them about school, they get mad. In this video, I'm going to share exactly why your child responds the way they do after school and what is the best way to help your child and support them. So just to kind of give you some background on a day in the life of a child, okay? Your child. So I want you to think about it like this. If your child does not want to talk about school, chances are they probably don't really love school, or they don't love different pieces of school, of the school day. So what happens is I want you to just take a step back and I want you to view life from your child's eyes. So I will tell you, as a teen life coach, I work with so many kids ranging from young as 7 to middle school to high school to college. So I understand exactly what they're going through because I see it day in and day out. So I'll give you an example. Your child probably gets up pretty early for school. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, I do not like getting up early. Even if my husband and I are going on vacation and our flights are early, I will still not be happy about that. In fact, I don't plan flights like that, but that's how much I don't like getting up early. Even to go away on a trip, I just don't love getting up early. So picture your child getting up super early, whether it be 5:30 in the morning, 6:30 in the morning. Chances are it's probably dark out. So imagine getting up early in the morning in the dark. It's dark outside, right? Your child just went to bed, it was dark. They're getting up in the morning, it's dark. And they're getting up to go to a place they don't want to go. How do you think your child feels in the morning? Probably not ideal. So if your child's getting up, going to a place they don't want to go, they're probably going to be a little cranky pants, right? Okay, so that's just the morning. Plus, depending on what their routine is in the morning, if they wake up at the very last minute, so that means they're rushing in the morning, that's how they're starting their day. If, let's say, they haven't picked out the clothes that they're going to wear for the day, so they're throwing and going through a bunch of different clothes. If they don't have their homework done or they didn't gather their homework, like there are just so many different elements in the morning routine of your child that could really throw off the rest of the day. And this is before they even get to school. So then they get to school, and then they have the social pressure of what is the situation with their friends? Do they have close friends? Do they have no friends? Do they have friends that are good friends, or do they have friends that make them, that make plans and leave them out? Do they have friends that aren't really true friends and talk behind their back? So you have the whole element of going to school and having to deal with whatever friend situation they're going through, which they may not even express to you, but because, like I said, I work with kids, I see it all the time. And I will tell you, most often than not, especially for the younger kids, most friends are not true friends, right? Most kids are insecure. So that means they're going to just follow, whoever's popular, whatever they're doing. They're quick to leave friends out. They're quick to just not do cool things. So you have that element of friends. Then you have your child having to sit for long periods of time, sitting in a class, learning subjects often they don't have much interest in. So they're having to sit in a class, I don't know, how long is a class? Like 40 minutes maybe? They're sitting in a class for 40 minutes, hopefully learning about a topic they're not really interested in. Chances are they probably zone out, which means then you have the pressure of, is the teacher going to call on me? Am I going to know the answer? Is the teacher going to make me look like an idiot? Am I going to make myself look like an idiot? So then you have that pressure sitting in class. And then you have the pressure of the work, right? The schoolwork. So doing the schoolwork, understanding the material, how much homework you have. Did you do your homework? Is the homework right? And then you have the whole pressure of tests. What test did I study for? What test do I have coming up? What papers do I need to do? And so this is all school-related stresses that your child is experiencing on a daily basis. And then you have lunch. And then you hope your child has friends at lunch that they get to sit with. Otherwise, your poor child again, has stress because they have no one to sit with. Or again, if their friends no longer are friends with them and they leave them out, are they going to sit by themselves? So then you have lunch and then you have gym, right? Let's say your kid's not athletic and they go to gym class and they don't love it. So guys, the reason why I'm saying this and I'm being very dramatic about this whole process is because I want you to understand that you will never understand what your kid is thinking about during the school day. You will never understand the stresses because first of all, they don't typically understand the stresses that they go through. They just know by the end of the day, they just can't wait to get the hell out of school. And they don't even realize it has to do with how they're thinking. They don't realize it has to do with the stress that they put on themselves, right? And so what happens is by the end of the school day, right? School day's, I don't know, 8 hours. I have no idea. But when the school bell rings, that school is out, your child is so relieved. Their school day is ended. Yay, right? So the last thing they want to think about, talk about is school. They want to get home, to their loving parent who they know loves them beyond life. And they're going to be around people that they know they feel comfortable with. You mom, you dad, whoever is watching this video, they're looking forward to going home, changing their clothes, getting their comfy clothes on, maybe having a snack. But the last thing they want to do when they walk in that door is to be asked about school. Because what is it bringing up? All the crap memories from that day that they just left behind. Now, again, I know I'm being dramatic. Your child could be experiencing this on a little level, a medium level, a high level. Every child is different. Every child's perception of school is different. But I want you to understand as a parent, if you are that parent that asks your child about school, and that your kid might even like school. I'm not even saying they don't like school, but again, there's always stress and pressure they put on themselves. So if you're asking your kid about school and they're biting your head off, or they're being cranky pants, or they're just not being responsive, that is why. So it's nothing against you as the parent. It's not because they want to be mean to you. It's just because at that moment, they don't want to discuss school, and that is okay. What I want you to know and what to be helpful to your child when they get home from school, the best thing you could do is be their biggest fan and cheerleader, which that means is you give them a warm welcome home. You say, I'm excited you're home. We're going to have a great rest of the day. Encourage them to do whatever they need to do to chillax, relax, refresh, whether that means go play a video game, go take a nap, go to, Sally Sue's house down the block if you want to hang out with your friend for a little while. Just make sure that you get in touch with what your child needs. Again, great way to have a conversation, great way to open up dialogue, not after school, but maybe on the weekends when your child's having fun or you're enjoying, having a conversation with your child. And you could say, hey, Sally Sue, I know sometimes during the school week, there's a lot going on. You got a lot going on with school, whether it be schoolwork and tests and stuff. But what's the best way I could support you after school? What is the best way, I could help you, feel better about, going to school, coming home? Do you want to relax? Do you want to do your homework right away just to get it done so you have the whole day to yourself? Or do you want to, not do homework right away, relax, decompress, and then do homework later on? Open up that dialogue. And it's very interesting because you'll be surprised to hear what kids share. And and the most important thing that you want, hence why you ask the question after school, how was school, is you want to have communication with your child. You want to kind of know what's going on and you want to support them and be part of their lives. And some kids are more open than others. Some kids aren't, and that's okay too. Everyone is different, but having a conversation about school and like what's best for your child after school, it just really allows your child to hopefully express what they need from you, how you can best support them, and how you can best help them. Because that's really all you want to do anyway, right? So again, don't ask your child how school is, or don't continue to ask your child how school is after school if they're not being receptive. That is your key and your sign that they're not wanting to talk about it, and that's totally fine.